Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Pulp. I'm your host, Bob.
And I'm Maddie.
And we are here to bring you a special episode that is dedicated to the Motivosity platform. We rolled that out, just over 3 weeks ago at this point, Maddie?
Yeah, just about.
And so Maddie and I, as we've been very close to the program through the implementation process, and now that it's rolled out, even the two of us who have had so much exposure to it are learning so much more about the program.
Oh, yeah.
So we wanted to, again, use this episode today to share more information about the platform, both the primary purposes and the fun stuff, if you will. And with that, I think we'll get right into it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so for those of you that aren't familiar, although you all should be, Motivosity is a newly implemented platform that we are using primarily as a recognition system to communicate important information to our employees and to share experiences and skills that we've had within our departments and our own locations in the HR, or I shouldn't say HR, the spaces that are available in the Motivosity platform.
Right, and the resources that go along with those as well.
Yeah. And a little bit of a good time probably to mention, we recognize that everybody gets more than enough emails, text messages, phone calls, although you don't need to expect any phone calls from Motivosity. We've had a lot of people inquire about how do I turn off notifications, which there have been emails that have gone out about changing your settings so that every update doesn't get pushed to your phone. If you change those settings, it will stop the majority of information from coming through to you.
Yeah.
But we do have the ability to push certain notifications through. And we're going to do that anytime the message has to do with benefit information, your payroll, mandatory meetings that we might have to set up. And so if you've set your settings in such a way that you're not expecting to receive anything from us, but then you do, we ask that before you mark it as spam, that you take a look at it and just make a common sense judgment as to, is this something I need to know? And if it is, please don't mark it as spam, because it does cause some issues in the background for the system.
Yep, definitely.
Did I state that accurately, Maddie?
Yes, yep,
Okay.
That is accurate. We want to get information out to you guys, and Motivosity is a way that we can reach all of our employees. So that's the route that we're taking. And then with that said, so we can push important notifications, but when you make that adjustment in your settings, you will also receive one automated email from Motivosity each month if you didn't give out your giving balance to other employees and you have remaining funds in there. It'll just send you a reminder letting you know to do that.
That's a good point. And we'll touch on the importance of that cash and all the ways you can use it throughout this particular podcast. But with that said, again, already shared the primary purposes of Motivosity. There's also a lot of fun stuff that we're making an effort to include. We've got fun spaces in addition to our departmental or division-focused ones. One example would be the locker room.
Oh yeah, definitely. The locker room has been pretty fun. We've got a few people out there posting different events that they've gone to, or just sharing information about their favorite teams. Just some conversation.
Friendly competition and smack talking, right?
Yes.
Nothing inappropriate. But that said, I know we've got divisions in multiple states and areas, but I don't think any of them are as unique as Green Bay. We're just, everybody in this area is a Packer or Brewer fan with very limited exception, such as myself.
Yep.
So with that being the case, right now the locker room is just flooded with Packer and Brewer info, which is great. Mm-hmm. Go Pack, go Brew Crew, go Phillies and Birds more. But we need some other representation. So we're just encouraging anybody else that's out there and wants to share a sporting event they attended. Could be a high school sporting event for all that matters.
Just general
relatives
sports
that have succeeded in college or high school sports. All that's applicable. So.
Mm-hmm. So in the locker room, we wanted to share, Richard Clifford did show a picture. He went to the Washington Commanders football game this past weekend.
It's fun.
And yeah, very fun. So he was able to share some pictures in the locker room, which showed I think a drone. I don't know if it was a camera that he had out there, that he was able to take a picture of. And then a picture of the field and some players in action, and
That's
it was
really
just kind
nice.
of cool to see. Yeah.
Even though I'm from the East Coast, I never made my way to Washington's stadium, so that's pretty neat to see some pictures.
Yeah, it is
Thanks,
cool.
Richard. We've also got some other posts that were shared in some of the other fun areas, if you will, that we wanted to bring up as well.
Yeah, so Becca shared in the cookbook that it's canning season, and her husband have a very large garden and just finished their 6th batch of spaghetti cooking. That sounds like a lot of work.
Nothing better than anything that's made with homegrown ingredients.
Yeah, so
Thank
she
you for
shared that recipe for her canned spaghetti sauce, and then was looking for if anyone else has any other good canning recipes for pickles, dilly beans, jalapenos, and then she even posted a picture of her garden.
Oh, that's beautiful.
To see. Yeah, it looks pretty big, 12 feet by 24 feet. It's a good size, so that was
You're a
cool
regular
to
green
see.
thumb, Becca. Really cool to share. And that reminds me, I think I owe a corn dip recipe to that
Oh, yes.
space.
Yep.
It might be later than the event that it was owed for, but I'll get it there.
Yeah.
All right, what do we get next?
So next we have in the creative side, Adam Hartley here in Appleton does photography, and he shared a picture that he took at Lower Cato Falls in Reedsville, Wisconsin.
That's stunning.
Yeah, it looks really pretty. I think those are golden trees, so it must have been fall or getting to be fall when you took that picture.
That blue hue on the water, that's...
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Looks
You
really
are
cool.
a talented photographer, Adam.
But see, if we didn't have Motivosity in the space,
Yeah.
people wouldn't know
They
about
wouldn't
it.
know.
It was cool to share. All right, then we had, this one.
Oh, I saw
Yeah.
these ones when they were posted.
So Kevin Fry out in Hazleton posted 2 pictures from his trail camera into our space called The Great Outdoors. And with that one, he has several bucks in the picture and made a comment about still waiting for Grandpa to show up. Like, I think those are some pretty nice bucks. I don't know what other people see in the area, but I go hunting in northern Wisconsin, and that's pretty good deer. So I wouldn't need to wait for Grandpa
My
there.
brothers are hunters. I was not, but I can... Those are nice racks.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, it's been some time since I looked at a trail cam, but wow, that's some pretty darn good
quality.
detail.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin. Here we have another Pennsylvania contributor.
Yes. So this one, Dave Gambita posted in the quality space and recognized Crystal, Jose, and Joey and said, I want to show appreciation and give a huge thank you to Jose, Joey, Crystal, and the entire Pomona team for all their assistance with the first leg of our yearly FSC surveillance audit held on site. Not only was the audit a success, but the auditor made a point to mention that there were absolutely 0 concerns in the areas of safety and housekeeping. Your group always treats visitors and guests like rock stars, and your facility is well known for being the standard for cleanliness and a safe work environment. Great job.
That's really great. I'm happy you shared that because, I mean, as we're talking about these fun spaces, this is fun information in a traditional space.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's so many ways that we can utilize this to share information and recognize each other. Thank you, Dave.
And then, so Joe, is it
Prokopovich.
Say it one more time.
Prokopovich.
Prokopovich. All right. He recognized Jose Aguilar out in Hazleton and said, awesome job of constantly stepping in to run every machine in Hazleton for us when needed. You are definitely a valuable employee to the company. That's just a nice recognition, and things that you'll see out there. It just uplifts everyone, seeing that positivity.
Absolutely. We were just, I'm not going to name any names or anything of that nature, but we had some pushback on the technology side of this from one of our employees in Appleton. And then we came to find that once they logged in, they became pretty active.
Yes.
And it's just, I think, even if you think it's not going to make you feel good, when you get in there and you see that somebody's recognized you, I don't want to sound corny, but it does just make you feel good. It's a real warm and fuzzy feeling.
It does. And even though it's work that you might be doing every day, it's part of your job, it feels good to be recognized for that work and to know that it's appreciated.
Yeah. So thanks again, Joe, for giving that example. And I should say, I said Prokopovich so confidently. If it is Prokopovich, you let me know and we will correct it in the next podcast. All right. Now, having gone through some of the fun things that we can do, we've had a number of questions, concerns, just things that have come up. And we want to make sure that we're giving everybody the information they need to make the best decisions for themselves, take the correct actions. again, recognizing that technology isn't as openly accepted by everyone, and there might not even be an inclination to visit it. There are very specific perks to the Motivosity program, or things that are included within the Motivosity platform, that if you choose not to log in, you're truly leaving money on the table, and lots of future opportunities for recognition related to anniversaries with the company, holiday gift card distributions. It is our intent to utilize the Motivosity platform to move forward with those things. So again, if you haven't logged in, you may have been recognized by your peers several times. I know we have some, again, not naming names,
Yep.
but someone has upwards of like $30.
Yes. Yep. Someone in Appleton. They've never logged in.
Yeah, that $30 can be used in a lot of different ways, and we'll touch on some of this stuff. I might start going all over the place, and Maddie can slap me if she needs to bring me back to earth. But one of the things that I only just learned the other day is that you can upload the electronic Motivosity Visa to your Apple Pay in the same way that you can any card that you have, whether it's a credit card, your debit card, etc. So that really opens the possibilities to your Motivosity bucks to literally any place or entity that accepts Apple Pay.
Yep. Or Google Pay too.
Yeah, Google Pay as well.
options.
I don't use that as much myself, so I forget
I don't
about
either,
it. Thank you for that reminder. And that's even, I'm giving a little bit of a preview to other divisions as to some things that may be coming your way. But we recently proceeded with installing market-style vending in our Appleton break rooms. So instead of having a machine, it's camera secured, convenience style vending. So it's truly just, you're going to a shelf and just picking something off, and you go up to a kiosk where you scan that and have an account card for yourself. Well, that account card can be refilled with cash, card, or Apple or Google Pay. So if you upload your Motivosity card to your Apple Pay, you can use that Motivosity card within the Apple Pay to load funds onto your vending account. Again, just one of many ways that you can utilize that, but we wanted to make sure we made mention of it.
Yeah, it's another cool feature that you can do.
And we are, while recognizing the aversion to technology that some individuals have, we are trying to move into the 21st century in a lot of the things that we do as an organization. And so some questions have been asked about some of the things that I've mentioned already, having to do with the anniversary cards or holiday gift cards. What if I don't sign up? What if I don't want that? There's not a definitive answer to that question yet. I am very confident that there will be some alternative option to the electronic Motivosity Visa card, but to the extent that if an employee chooses not to activate that, and we have to pay to activate a physical card, it's likely that the total of that card will be reduced by that fee. So if we give a $60 holiday card that costs $2.50 to activate, then that individual's card will be at a value of $57.50. So just to point that out as well.
So the great thing too about using Motivosity for these holiday gift cards or the anniversary funds that we give you is that you have more options. So holiday gift cards in the past were limited to whatever location they were for, like if it was for Walmart. Not everybody shops at Walmart. So the really great thing about Motivosity is that they have over 300 gift card options that you can choose from. So you can even split it too. So if the gift card was $25 and you want $10 to Amazon and $15 to somewhere else, you can split that. They also have in the store in Motivosity, which you can use this money for, the search bar searches anything in Amazon. You get Prime shipping directly to your house. So again, you can choose exactly what you want to purchase that way. Gives you more flexibility.
Absolutely. And that's really what we want to provide. I don't know if the flexibility is the right word to tie it all in, but we're going to start to also address some frequently asked questions that have come through.
Yep.
One is, and even though it's been a small number of people that asked the question, I feel like it's a really good question to be asked and one that we need to answer. So a small number of individuals have reached out to ask if if implementing the Motivosity platform and program has had or will have any impact on decisions that the company makes regarding wage adjustments and or profit sharing. We can emphatically state that the answer to that is no. This program is budgeted under a culture change initiative that is not related to, tied to wage adjustment or profit share budgets in any way, shape, or form. One will not, has not impact the other. So having addressed some of those budgetary questions that had come up, we're going to take it back into what we spoke about at the start of the podcast, which are the primary uses and purposes of the platform itself. We'll start off, we can talk about some of the spaces, not the fun ones, right, but the ones that are for a particular department or division.
Yeah. So, for example, this morning I received an email from a supervisor that was asking for our employee application. We had an employee request an application so that they could share it with a friend or family member that was looking to apply. And now all of that is easily accessible within the HR space in Motivosity. So that employee could go in there, search employee application, and pull it up. They could send it right over via text or email to whoever was looking to apply. They can fill it out and bring it in or scan it or email, however we accept those applications there.
Very user-friendly. There may be a few people in the company that are less technologically advanced with their cell phones than me, but not many. So if I'm using it and I'm having no trouble, I could tell you it's pretty darn seamless.
Mm-hmm. If you use social media, it's very similar to that too. Yeah. But yeah, those resources are really great for employees to be able to access them. If you're a night shift employee and you want a form from HR, but HR is not there at night, you have access to tons of forms and resources that we've put into the HR space.
Yep. And then also within those spaces outside of the resources, again, we want for those spaces to be used to share work-related information. Mm-hmm. If I'm an employee at any particular division and I am aware that there's something impacting traffic on the way into work, I can put a post to Motivosity that lets all my coworkers know to take a different way. Pull over and let your parents and coworkers know to go a different way.
Did you see that someone posted that in Hazleton this morning?
Oh, that's only coincidental. I actually didn't see that.
Yeah, someone said that, I don't know the roads out there, but something was blocked off and you had to go around another way. And so I was like, that was a perfect example of how to use the space, just to let everyone know, hey, as you're on your way into work, plan on taking a different route if you weren't aware of this. Great.
Or, another example would be if you are in the maintenance department in Appleton and you have encountered an issue with troubleshooting on our Joggenberg, you could share that to the maintenance space so that Pennsylvania maintenance staff, if they have an issue with their Joggenberg, before sending off an email chain, can go into that maintenance space and search Joggenberg and see if they can get any other information. It's really a place for us to be able to get quick reference to issues that might come up.
Absolutely.
And then again, the possibilities to use this to improve our communication from a company to employee standpoint are endless. We pointed out before that there is a difference between setting your profile so that you don't get a notification for everything that happens in Motivosity, and the fact that you're still going to receive important messages that we push through. There is just information that we've always looked for a better way to get to all of our employees in a timely manner. And honestly, of all those ways that we've looked at, I've never seen a better solution than Motivosity. And so I continue to ask for patience, understanding, and judgment in the receipt of those pushed notifications.
Mm-hmm. You also have to think about, it's hard for us to get information out to everybody on different shifts, or if some people only work the weekends or only on nights. This allows us to make sure that everybody is getting that same information at the same time too. So it provides that solution for us.
And trust me, I do not want to annoy anyone, but again, just using a real world example, if we have a blizzard in Pennsylvania and roads are shut down and we're going to close the plant, I would rather annoy a few individuals with that push notification than have somebody brave that weather to show up to an empty plant because we didn't communicate it. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'll get off the soapbox and we'll move back into a little bit of the fun stuff. So we talked about the locker room space when we started the podcast off.
Yep.
We tasked our HR team with getting with some of their division employees and having them share some information about their favorite teams. We're heading into Major League Baseball playoff season. It's the beginning of NFL season. Hopes are high or low, depending what sport you're following and team you like. So we're going to get right into it and look at some video clips from our divisions.
All right, so we're first going to watch a video from Alex Garrett's here in Appleton. He, I believe, talked about football, and most of our videos were about football. We didn't get a lot of baseball representation.
It's that time of year.
Everyone's excited about it. Sunday is, big hype. So, all right.
Early enough, you still have confidence.
Yeah. All right, let's see what Alex had to say.
Okay, who's your favorite team right now? Football.
Green Bay Packers.
All right. What do you think their chances are of winning?
The Super Bowl, great.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Cleveland Browns had something to say about that this week, though.
That was really disappointing. I don't know much about football, but I know that was not good.
My wife and I, being Eagles fans because we're from Pennsylvania, she says that they have a rule at the school she teaches at that she's only allowed to talk about the Eagles win if the Packers won too.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Good luck to the Pack there, Alex.
Yeah.
I know everybody in Appleton shares your opinion.
All right. Then we have Carl in Beaver Dam. Let's see what he had to say.
Good afternoon, ProCon. Lisa from Beaver Dam. I have Mr. Carl Fritz, maintenance technician here in Beaver Dam. He's going to let us know some team spirit, who his favorite team is, and what he predicts their outcome will be.
Well, you beat the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. Got a feeling their record this year is probably going to be 1-15, but they're still there. But they ain't making it to the Super Bowl, like Timmy says. He's full of shit.
A realistic fan. I'll reserve comment because I am an Eagles fan, and so people can guess how I feel about the Cowboys. But he'll have good company with Scott Hans in his misery.
So, okay, now again, forgive me, but Micah Parsons was on the Cowboys, right?
He was on the Packers.
No, now he's on the Packers.
Now he's on the Cowboys.
No.
You are correct and I am wrong. You should keep that in anyway. You're 100% right. You're
Okay,
100%
okay.
right.
I was like, it was the Cowboys, right? Not the Colts.
Yes. I'm just having a brain fart.
All right. So, yeah, sorry that took your chances away. He's pretty good.
Yeah, that was wild.
I'm pretty pleased.
This, again,
as a Packers
not
fan.
not to rub salt in the wounds, but Jerry Jones is the Eagles' second favorite owner in the NFL. The things he does for those Cowboys.
Yeah, that was an interesting one for sure. All right, also in Beaver Dam, we have Timmy following up Carl here.
Good afternoon, ProCon. This is Lisa from Beaver Dam. I have Timmy Lumens here. He's going to show us some team spirit of who his favorite team is and how he thinks they're going to do this year.
The Green Bay Packers, and they're going to win the Super Bowl.
And why do you make that prediction?
Because I'm always right.
Well, thank you, Mr. Lumens, for your input today.
I like his positivity.
That's
and
good.
that he says he's always right. He's confident. That's good.
I will say, Packers fans are super spoiled because they're always in the mix. They're one team that the fans can say that at the start of every season, and it's a possibility. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Not many teams can say they've had 3 quarterbacks in the last 30 years.
Yeah, it's
quite a feat.
Pretty good. And Jordan Love seems to be doing pretty good.
Yeah, he'll be around.
So, yeah, exciting.
All right.
All right, then we have Corey in Pennsylvania.
Hello, my name is Corey Casarella. I work at ProCon in Hazleton, and I'm a big Philadelphia sports fan. My favorite of them all, though, is the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think we are going to repeat and win the Super Bowl for the second straight year. Go Birds.
Go Birds is right. I think you are exactly right, Corey.
I knew you'd like that one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, next is Justin in Appleton.
Oh, have you ever heard of the Philadelphia tuxedo?
No.
Philadelphia tuxedo is recognized in Philadelphia. It's when you wear the jersey of any one Philadelphia team with the hat of another. So Eagles jersey, Phillies hat, Eagles hat, Flyers jersey.
Okay.
That is the Philadelphia tuxedo.
Tuxedo. Interesting. All right. Let's see what Justin has to say.
Football, baseball.
My favorite team is the Philadelphia Eagles, and they have a 0% chance of winning a Super Bowl.
Thank you.
So he is 100% lying. He is not a Philadelphia Eagles fan. He just said that because when he looked behind him, John McQuillan was standing there, and he is a big Eagles fan. So he was trying to get a rise out of it.
Hey, I get it. And me and John are 2 of probably 10 Eagles fans in the state of Wisconsin. I understand.
So now let's see what John had to say. I'll hearing
Did you get him back?
All right. What do you got, John?
My team is the Philadelphia Eagles, the world champs, and they're going to repeat this year. Go Birds!
Love it.
Yeah.
2 best words in the English language.
All right. Then we have Little Shoot. Let's see. I think there are 2 people here.
All right, I have Matt and Ron here. Matt, can you tell me what your favorite sports team is?
The Green Bay Packers.
And how do you think they'll do this year?
Super Bowl.
I would have to agree. Ron, what about you? What's your favorite sports team?
49ers.
I can see by the hat. What do you think they'll do for the year?
Super Bowl.
Well, they may meet in the NFC Championship, and if that's the case, we'll see which one is right.
Yeah.
I like that team approach there.
I have to say that Jade made a comment, and I had to laugh. She said, oh, well, maybe the Packers will go against the 49ers in the Super Bowl. And they corrected her and said, no, they can't have that. And I was like, well, that is so a comment I would have made because I wouldn't know. I did not know that it was.
Got to be one NFC team and one AFC team. Yeah.
To me, it's just the NFL. It's all just one thing. They can all play each other. And
Hey, that's all good. They do. Just once it comes to the playoffs is where they start to segregate the two.
All right. Then we have Matt. Oh, this isn't Matt in Appleton. I was like, Matt Voorhees. I didn't think he did one. Different Matt.
All right. Who's your favorite team?
Green Bay Packers.
And how do you think they're going to do?
We're going to win our division, make it to first round bye, and have first round bye in the playoffs. Probably have the Eagles come to town, and then we'll beat the Eagles again for a second time. Probably go Super Bowl. That's how I feel.
Good. Thank you.
Yep.
So if I heard that right, he's predicting a victory against the Eagles in the regular season and then again in the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah. Twice.
As much as I don't like to hear that, I tell everybody I see in Wisconsin that the Packer and Brewer fans are so great. If anybody's going to beat the Eagles or the Phillies, I hope it is the Packers or the Brewers. I hope it doesn't happen.
You do hear such great positive things about people that are fans of the Packers or just fans in Wisconsin in general and just how nice they are to opponents.
And our fans are the worst. So it's like I see it's night and day.
Is it?
That I know, having gone to Lambeau in an Eagles jersey, is the complete opposite experience of what you will experience if you go to Philadelphia in any other team's jersey. I'm not proud of it.
Hey, they like their team and you should think the same. All right, and then lastly we have Pomona.
Diego, who's your favorite football team?
My favorite football team is the Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins. What are the chances of winning the Super Bowl this year?
Right now they're slim to none because we're 0-3, so we gotta see later on in the season.
Okay. How about you, Nick?
49ers.
49ers. What do you think their chances are of winning?
100%.
100%.
100% down to not the playoffs.
3-0.
3-0.
So they're 0-3 and 3-0 is a good team there.
It's true. That was a fun example. California's another state like you think, like I'm an Eagles fan, but that's not our home team because there's really not one. I'm right between New York and Philadelphia where I come from in Pennsylvania. So there's Jets fans, there's Giants fans, Steeler fans, Packer fans. If you live in California, there's Niners fans, Raiders fans, Rams fans, Charger fans. But you come here and it's Green Bay.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's really funny. All right. Well, that was a really fun exercise. I'm glad. I want to thank all the employees that participated and our HR team for getting all of those videos. And with that, it will wrap up today's episode of the Pulp. We hope that you've learned some valuable information about the Motivosity platform. It really is a great tool that, having already been implemented, we're excited to continue using at ProCon. So keep an eye out for our next episode in 2 weeks. At that point, we'll be sharing some information about open enrollment and previewing some upcoming policy changes that are going to be taking place in 2026. So thanks for tuning in again. And until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and keep making ProCon great.